Hello, and welcome to the Future of Learning podcast. I'm Emil Reisser-Weston, and today we're diving into a hot topic. Do you really need a learning management system to run e-learning? Spoiler alert, maybe not. For years, learning management systems, or LMSs, have been the backbone of digital learning. They organize, track, and deliver content. But as technology evolves, so do our options. Today, we'll explore how you can deliver effective e-learning without being tied to a traditional LMS. Okay, so let's start with the why. Why would anyone want to run e-learning outside an LMS? Well, there's flexibility. Not every learner wants to log into a portal. Sometimes you just want to click and learn. There's accessibility. Learners can access content directly from their inbox or favorite website. No extra logins or navigation. There's a speed. Distributing content is faster when you're not bound by LMS structures. And then there's the cost. For small organizations or one-off training, skipping the LMS can save time and money. Now let's get practical. How can you actually do this? Let's use openelms.ai as our example, but some of this, to varying extents, would also apply with other authoring systems. Firstly, there's email links. Imagine you've created a compliance course in openelms.ai. Instead of uploading it to an LMS, you can generate a unique link for the course. You email this link directly to your learners. They complete the course, and they can do this without ever logging into an LMS. Embedding on web pages. Maybe you have a company intranet or resource hub. Simply embed the openelms.ai course directly onto your web page using an iframe or embed code. Learners access the course right where they are. No extra steps are needed. And then there's the third option called signposting. What if you still want some tracking or reporting? In this example, we are using this hybrid approach from openelms. You can embed a Start Course button on your website that links back to the course hosted on openelms. This works like something like YouTube, where if you access a course on another site, or a video in YouTube's case, it will still track your progress back to YouTube, meaning you never have to log in back to the YouTube site. So let's see how these types of e-learning delivery can be set up outside the LMS. In this example, I've created a course in openelms.ai using a text prompt. I can share the link by copying it and can then send it to others. I can also create a straightforward embed code and add it to any web page. Or I can import the course into our learning management system, openelms, by pressing this button, and then access a signposting code option within openelms. This is similar to the embed code I showed you earlier, but this can be embedded into any third-party website, but will, of course, track the data back to the parent learning management system. So, do you need an LMS to run e-learning? Well, it all depends upon the importance of the data. Generally, for compliance learning, where there is a statutory requirement to train personnel, then an LMS is advised and really essential. It allows you to report on compliance and set up refresher training when needed. However, there may be cases where you want to reach out and educate the public, or simply provide your workforce with opportunities for autonomous learning. This means they can learn for stuff generally for their own interest. To do this, it's quite sufficient to send them out a link. Do also look out in future for the hybrid approach, where e-learning is accessed outside the learning management system, but is still tracked. This signposting approach to learning will get more traction in the coming years. Thanks for joining us on the Future of Learning. If you want to have a play with openelms AI to see these features in action, check out the links in the comments below. See you next time.